in the center of Beijing when a man walked to the middle of the Avenue of Eternal Peace.
All right. Welcome back to the Survival and Basic Badass Podcast After Show. So happy to have you guys back. Anyway, a lot of things going on. I'm trying to one, I was talking to Kevin earlier, and we're thinking we might need to do an episode on fighting knives. You guys have any thoughts, you could put them in the comments here or whatever, and we'll check it out and check those out for, recommendations. It'll probably take a month or two to work this out. I usually reach out to knife companies and see who, knows what kind of info they want to send us on cool things and what kind of gear they have out there and available. Do some research. So it'll take some time. But that's something I think we're going to look into in the near future and could make things cool. Also, same thing, water filters and pumps. I think stuff like that. It's funny, this episode we just did, one of the things, is I'm getting ready for prepper camp. So I just set up the tent in the backyard and, the wife's like, oh, we need it out there to air out a couple days. And she actually has this pretty cool tent. I was really amazed how lightweight and easy it was. I thought it'd be the bulky thing yesteryear, and instead it was a really quick setup and nice and easy to get it worked out. The way she has it, it's like a man. I bet you they call it probably a 5-man in the middle, and then it has on either side like little access doors that kind of go to two-man tents.
Right.
So you have two bags. You have one bag that you can bring the big tent, and then a second bag with it to bring the other two. And that's kind of cool. And we were debating, do we just bring one of the two-man tents, because it's like almost enough. You're like not quite there.
Yeah, my experience, the two-man tents are it's enough for one person and their bag. You know what I mean? When you're hiking,
you
obviously
here and there and dry and that kind of stuff. So that's going on. I've been reaching out to some other podcasts, seeing if I can get some collaboration. If you have recommendations, I know you guys have recently in the past kind of recommended some guys we should talk to. I know Canadian Prepper was on the list. Some other guys out there that you guys were recommending that we should talk to. I think that would be a good idea. I think we need to kind of start to step it up. And we do. Like I feel like every 6 months or so we start to make changes to take it a little bit to the next level, and up our game. And I think we always are getting better and, better quality, better sound quality, better ideas, different things, and that helps. Obviously, one of the things I'm really trying to work on is just communicating and being involved with, the Facebook group. Maybe we can nudge Kevin to do that a little bit too. The chat.
I haven't been on Facebook in years.
I know.
I need to get back on there.
Get into the chat. Well, that's the thing is people are like, I've been looking at that and people, they say, oh, if you just scroll through stuff, you're not helping anybody. You're not helping yourself. And even just posting nonsense, you're kind of helping grow a channel or something like that, or grow a Facebook. Things get likes and they get seen and whatever. I don't know how much that creates awareness or whatever, but it is another alternative. But I think the biggest thing is participation and trying to, really interact with you guys and communicate and, answer the comments and ask questions and really get to the meat, make it a community. It turns out, how cool would it be if we used Facebook as a social network, instead of a place to, stare at things that are shenanigans, but to actually interact and talk with people. And we all are so busy. I mean, we have a million things going on. You have a million things going on. I know it, out there. But, I would rather than just scrolling through nonsense be interacting and talking to people that we care about. And you guys are the people we care about. We enjoy it. We
Mhm.
don't do this show because we're cool. So we've been doing this since 2016. So what's that, like 8 years, right?
Yeah.
Man, 8 years. And it's not like it's made us rich and famous or anything, but what it's done is it builds a community and a network with people that are awesome.
It's fucked up. Somebody told me the other day. They said they had gone on YouTube and watched one of our earlier episodes,
And we sucked.
and they said, "What happened to you? You look so old now. You've been doing the." I was like, "Shit, dude! Like you could have just be
I was
nice
a
about
kid,
it,
right? Be nice.
But
Yeah.
whatever. 8 years, man. But I mean, I think a lot of that comes down to we're not doing it because we make money off of this podcast. If anything,
Yeah.
it costs us money. But
Right.
ultimately, we have a good time. We enjoy doing it. We enjoy meeting all the people that are tuning in for the show and
Right.
emailing back and forth and talking on Facebook and stuff. And it's it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And this is the stuff we do for fun. This is
Right.
getting
I-
outdoors, shooting guns and playing with knives and starting fires and stuff.
Exactly. Slow burn in the comments there just messaged about doing a show on vehicle maintenance and whatever. You know what, dude? I'll set it up. Let's do it. I'd be happy to do a show with you. Do an episode with it, and just message me in the email me at preppingbadass@gmail.com, that one, and then
Mhm.
I'll get back and we'll coordinate a time. Problem is I'm only available in the mornings now and like this, or really any day of the week, Monday through Sunday. Even I'm
Mhm.
really only good for the mornings, but obviously you made it here, so you can make it to a morning like this, and we'll set it up. So message me, slow burn, and we'll make that happen. Yeah, you guys. I mean, we've been trying to. I'm looking at CMG there, and current seems.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
a lot of that
that's the thing.
stuff.
Yeah, shorts and the short videos. I know. It's just time and editing and whatever. It's
Yeah, we
hard.
need some sort of a producer that
I know.
likes doing that stuff.
I'm actually in talks with a marketing company kind of now.
Yeah.
And it's weird. I almost wonder if it's scammy. I'm a little like reluctant
Mhm.
where they're kind of like, oh, anybody can fake the numbers of downloads of episodes because we're like in the top 5% of downloads. And that's one of the things I was just going to talk to you off the show, Kevin, with was, like, you know what? I'll talk about it here is we used to use Libsyn for hosting,
Mhm.
and they did we had like 22,000 downloads a month. And then we switched over to this Spotify now because
Mhm.
it has the advertising and whatever. And really I think we're gonna look to get a sponsor for the show and get rid of all the ads again. It is probably the direction I want to head. But where you just have a show sponsor instead of ads in between.
Mhm.
I don't even know really how it works out. I assume most people just kind of like skip through the ads. I don't know. That's kind of the beauty of a podcast. You hit
Yeah, just fast forward.
15-second, 30-second. You kind of
I
learn how
hate to
they
admit it,
are.
but every time I listen to a podcast, I skip through all the ads.
Right,
I
right.
ain't
No,
into
no
that.
advertiser would ever want to hear that. But I assume that's what people do. I don't know. I
Yeah.
mean, whatever, you do you. But you also get caught up in things and it's just playing and you're like, oh, whatever, let that ad play. And honestly, if an ad plays enough, you're going to hear it. And that's how it
Right.
works. How
Right.
many people, when TV was on and a commercial comes on, you get up and go pee or whatever. And
Right.
now I'm going to go get a snack. I'm going to go get
Right.
another beer
That's
out.
when you take your break to get your stuff taken care of. Yeah.
That's whatever. That's what people do. Whatever. Anyway, yeah, FM player. Yeah, I've seen it. Yeah. And so anyway, what I was going to say is we were using Libsyn. We had like 22,000 downloads a month. And then we ended up switching to Spotify and it dropped to like 15,000.
Mhm.
That's kind of a big hit. I mean,
Right.
that's a quarter of the audience. And it worked out, better for advertising and stuff like that. But a quarter of our audience went away. And I think what happened, like I made every effort and followed every instruction everybody gave me and went to put the RSS feed everywhere that you can. But what ended up happening was that I think Google Podcasts basically dropped us with that
Mhm.
the feed didn't whatever. And I had just gotten an email recently that Google Podcasts doesn't exist anymore. And now they're becoming YouTube Music. And
Okay.
so there's YouTube Music is the new thing. And so I submitted everything to YouTube Music. And of course, there was a little copyright issues with Kevin and his Wu-Tang Clan bringing the ruckus and whatever that I had to work
What?
out. Some episodes had to be edited or deleted or whatever. I'm just saying. But after I worked all that out, it's all on YouTube Music now. And I think had I done it originally, all the subscribers, it would have just picked up their feed right away and like no problem.
Mhm.
But I also think obviously we lost a lot. So I don't know if it's going to pick up now that it's YouTube Music. I kind of think it won't. But, I do appreciate that you guys better. Yeah, so we're on Spotify now though. I mean, that's who
Yeah.
our hosting platform is Spotify. So we got to step that game up. But bottom line, I got to start advertising and figuring out ways to kind of grow the show. Because bottom line, I mean, to be honest, right? The more it does for us and frees up how much I'm working at work, like if I can offset, hey, I don't need to stay and take that extra overtime, I can put more time into doing videos and things like that. And it's funny because there are some videos like when I push like EMP Shield or promote that or whatever, it actually pays off way more than the hours at work. So I am starting to get to that point, where I can like choose what I'm going to do with my time. Do I want to be like the slave guy at work or do I want to? And if I'm really efficient, I can be at work and doing podcast work at the same time. I mean,
Don't say that out loud.
where they're paying me, and usually it's when they're paying me overtime that I have more free time to,
Mhm.
do that. But again, we can't put that out loud on the internet for just anybody to see, But you know how it is. But
Yeah.
between us as friends,
Mhm. Yeah.
that's
Between us. All right.
just between you and me. Yeah.
All right. That
Is that
sounds
it?
good.
That's the world. All right.
I think that's all we got.
I know it's a Saturday. I know you guys want to get to it and go do all the awesome things you do. So anyway, I really appreciate you and any ideas and things that you think we could be doing to like and grow the channel and leave comments or whatever reviews on Spotify and stuff would be awesome. Any of that. Everybody says, oh, right at the beginning of the episode, you need to ask for people to, like and share and comment and review. And I always forget to do it. And it's also like, I feel like it ruins the flow of everything. And I
Yeah.
know that's horrible. Like, I need to be focused on growing it. And if people don't hear it, then it doesn't help anybody.
Mhm.
But just the same, it's hard because I want to connect with you guys and I want to put you guys first. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
anyway,
like and
triple time. I
subscribe.
see you, Slow Burn. I feel you. Yeah, like and subscribe. That's all I got. Share with your buddies. So anyway, with that, stay safe. And as always, I'll talk to you guys next week. What was the last comment before I go? What? Spin Kevin up some more. That's usually, Kevin laughing is usually the highlight. But anyway, we will. People are like, yeah, Kevin got worked up on that one, and I'm like, yeah, he's definitely here. Some people, you thought Kevin was here for the eye candy, but it's for the rage that he brings. So anyway, stay safe. We'll talk to you.